Welcome to the Healthy Home Hub's crash course on ground source heat pumps. So what is a ground source heat pump? Well, effectively, or what the name suggests, is that it gets its energy from the ground. So what you do is you put a small unit in a utility room or a plant room, and then you run pipes out into your garden. So in that, you can either, and that's called an array. The ground array can either be vertical, which is called a vertical array, which is boreholes. So you get a borehole machine to drill a number of boreholes in, you plonk pipes in and fill it up, and then you get your energy from that. The alternative one is called a horizontal array, which is a horizontal parallel pipes buried in the ground about 1.5 meters deep. The key thing is one of the key things to note is a lot of specialists do try and suggest you use slinkies. There is still a bit of a debate about them. If they do suggest you to use a slinky, just make sure they select your ground array correctly. Our preference is a parallel system, purely because if you use slinky and its size a little bit wrong, you can take up too much energy from the ground and you can actually freeze the ground, it's called, and then your heating system goes front. So how does a ground source heat pump work? It is like your fridge in reverse. It takes the energy from the ground, brings it inside, uses a refrigerant system, and then puts it into your underfloor heating system. We say underfloor heating because any sort of heat pump, same with air source, loves lower temperatures, and that is perfect for underfloor heating. You can put them into radiators, but you would need much larger radiators to keep your efficiencies high. And then also, one thing to also note, it also could produce your hot water as well. So the government will actually pay you to run your ground source heat pump through that renewable heat incentive. So for every kilowatt you generate, you will get given a payment back. So in short terms, you can actually get paid for using your heating system. Obviously, you need to make sure that your building is efficient, because the government's not going to pay you to run an inefficient building. But that's all explained on the Ofcom's website, and that depends on what's the level you are. I've put a link below for you to go to the Ofcom's website, because the payments change all the time. But once you've got your units installed, you're locked in for that period of time, so it's around about 20 years. The government does change all the time what that is, but overall, ground source is the best piece of kit to put into your home, because it doesn't have anything external, and you can barely see it as well. So but the biggest stumbling block is that you need to have around about 40 grand to install this unit, because the biggest cost is your groundwork. So if you are very proactive and want to do your own groundwork, you can bring that cost all the way down to say 10 to 15 grand. But the biggest cost is actually the ground workers' salary. So that's why it's so expensive. If you'd like to know any more information about Healthy Home Hub or the Healthy Home design, please click one of the links below. And for a bit of fun, if you'd like to go to our explainer video below, you can see if you are a Planet Paul or a Do It Dave. I know which one I'd like to be. And if you are in any way a little bit confused or would like to have further information, please feel free to book one of our free 15-minute consultations where we can run through your project, and if we can help you, that's great. If we can't, at least we'll be able to point you in the right direction. What we'd like to do is to make sure that no one has to live in an unhealthy home. So please remember, if you're going to build a new home, please build a healthy home. Thank you.